Couch Guys Sports Loose Change Podcast, episode number 53. Let me just say this. I am so tired right now, but
you look good.
I don't think my brain's tired. I do look good. I'll say that. I do look good. My brain's not tired. My face is tired. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that before, but my eyes feel like I should be asleep, but my brain's like, let's LFG, baby. Let's go.
That's every day at the office for me. So, yeah, I feel you.
Well, yeah, that's just pumping your brain with coffee. That's what I wish I could drink coffee at night and then not stay up all night. Because whenever I get home,
that's kind of wait, no, hold on. Can you just hear what you just said? I wish I could drink coffee at night, but then not stay awake. Wouldn't that defeat the purpose?
Stay up all night. Like, I wish I could go to bed like 11 after I drank coffee and could go to bed.
Well, drink a coffee at like 5, 6 o'clock. You'll be out by midnight.
Yeah, but then psychologically, I'm gonna lay down and be like, "Damn, I shouldn't have had that coffee." Then I'm gonna stay awake because, like, I do that to myself. I'll lay down in bed, I'll be dead tired, and then I'll just be like, "Okay, I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed," and then I just won't go to bed. I can't fall asleep.
All right, I lay in bed on my phone. The Celtics are on at 9:30 tonight. I'm gonna watch them. Like, I'm not going to bed.
Yeah, well, I might watch The Office. All right. Sup, Lauren? Lauren, let me tell you, Lauren has had her first 2 days at Nesson.
So proud.
Lauren is our first professional writer on staff, and we still got her. We're going to lose her for the show after next week. We luckily got her next week. Special guest coming on next week. He's you know what? I'm not gonna hint at it just yet. We'll announce it on Twitter at Couch Guy Sports, at Loose Change Pod. Follow me at Nick Quag. And we got a guest coming on next week. He can't record on Wednesdays. He can record on Tuesday. We luckily got Lauren this week. But later on in tonight's show, though, we still got some Lauren's DMs. No Lauren's DMs next week, but we got Lauren's DMs. This might be the last Lauren's DMs for a while. And let me tell you, there's some more BDSM, so it's pretty good.
Love a good BDSM, Lauren's DMs.
Love a good BDSM. Lauren, sup with Nesson.
It's so much fun. I just completed, Wednesday, day 3, and I think I have a couple articles up already, and it's fun. It's still surreal to me because I'm just like, I've always wanted to work with sports and Essen, and here I am working in sports at Essen.
Your job is to literally do what all of our writers do at Couch Guy on the side.
And we use WordPress too.
Like, literally just write a bunch of shit and
Lawrence,
have some fun.
I'm here.
Yeah, Nick, she's here.
Lauren.
Nick, she's here.
Can he not hear me?
I don't think he can hear me either. This is great. I love this. Nick completely is frozen right now. His blank stares to me. He already can't see my video as it is.
Fucking AirPods died.
That would probably be part of it.
He's frozen.
Oh, now he's frozen too. Let's just let him do that. Because this is great. I could just sit here and laugh at this all day. This is phenomenal. Let's find out what Nick's doing. Nicholas. Ding dong. Ring ring.
Yikes.
Oh, lost him completely. This is fun. Yeah. This is good. Technical difficulties are fun. But hey, we can still talk to Lauren about Nesson.
Yeah.
Literally, though, can I tell you the first one I saw? Because I half remembered it was your first day the other day, and then I saw an article on Nesson pop up on my timeline. I'm like, I want to go read that. I clicked on it, and it was your name. I'm like, oh my god, I totally forgot. That's my friend. She writes for Nesson.
It's so cool. It's like, it's still so weird. Like, I'm just like, when is this, like, I don't know, when's it gonna change?
You're in now. Like, you're in. Like, this is the hardest part, is what you did. Like, get in the door. Now that you have this, you can just stay there. I don't know what they're paying you, but you can enjoy it for a little bit, and then there you go. There's your experience, and now you did the hardest part. You got in the door.
The whole team is like super nice. It's just like a bunch of nerdy guys.
Love it.
Like, straight up, just like sports nerds. I'm like, I'm in heaven.
Like what you would picture bloggers or like writers to be at Nesson.
And then there's Zach Cox, who's like super, like, I don't want to say handsome.
I went to school with him.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
He's got like, not like pretty boy, but like.
Yeah, he wrote for the New Hampshire up at the good old U of NH. That's where I met him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I met him today. He sits behind me.
How's the desk set up yet? Any bobbleheads? Any Brian Johnson photos hanging up on the desk yet? What do we got? What's the situation?
I have 2 bobbleheads. I share a desk, so I have 2
Uh-huh.
bobbleheads. I'm gonna bring in my Yaz bobblehead,
Nice.
and I'm gonna put up like the schedules and simple stuff. It's like a small like cube, but we all have TVs at our desk, so we can watch
Boom.
the games.
I love it. I love it.
So-
I'm thinking we're still live, right? As far as I know. Okay. Perfect.
Hi,
Maybe. Who knows? We can keep the show going. Nick can wait, but I don't know what he wanted to talk about because he wouldn't share that information with me. But Lauren might have it. So, if you
I have a few. Guess who's back? Damn ottoman.
should we reset the Skype call?
Like you guys are online on Skype. It just says he's offline.
Oh well, he should figure that out then.
I'll try to add him. I keep like every time I try to add him back to the call, it won't go through because he's offline.
Huh.
Big yikes. But we are still live.
I don't mind people gazing into Lauren's eyes, especially when she has a ghost behind her.
Yeah, my little ghost. My girl.
I can't get over opening days tomorrow though. I'm so excited.
No, I have to work now.
Yeah, so you weren't going, weren't you?
Yeah. And then I had tickets like a Friday game that I can't go to, obviously, but I'm going on April 8th anyway. So
Yeah, I was gonna say I worked on the street there, darling.
I know my brother has them.
No fun.
I know.
Well, when the TV network of the Red Sox decides to give you tickets, you know who to call.
And we can sit in the suite.
Yeah, say when you get a suite, you know who to call down the road to.
Like, oh, Jared, I have these last minute tickets to the Red Sox game. Do you know anybody who wants to go with me?
Yeah. Let me call Jess Thomas of Honest Media. He'll come with you.
Yay.
Be a good time.
Sorry, I'm taking selfies. I'm taking Snapchats.
It's okay. Our audience is only watching. No worries.
Add me on Snapchat, audience. Actually, don't. I want to see. Maybe
I'll say, if you haven't followed her on Twitter yet, do so you can creep in her DMs because that provides content for us, which is fantastic.
Content. Damn, I had too much pizza tonight.
I haven't had dinner yet because I had to come do the show.
Krista texts me. She's like, "You want to come over and eat pizza?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, dude."
Pizza's fun. What kind of pizza was it?
Just cheese.
Ugh, boring people.
I know.
It might not be very strong, so we'll have to figure it out.
Oh, our humble leader is back.
I can see you now.
Whoa, look at that. Might have been a Skype update because that happened to me last time when I couldn't see
No,
you.
dude, my Wi-Fi just crashed.
Well, that's okay. We were enjoying the moment where we could just sit there and stare at you like.
I thought I was yelling at Lauren. I was like, Lauren!
Yeah, we could hear you yelling the whole time, and we're like, I can hear him. We can hear each other, so he doesn't know anything about that I'm saying right now, and this was just kind of great.
Yeah, no. Pat, are we still rolling?
Oh, we've been live this whole time there, brother.
That's fine. That's fine. That's what happens with live TV. Anybody who doesn't get that is dumb. dumb. Okay, can we keep going?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot. We were talking about Nesson, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going then.
You don't
Our
know where to start the
professional
conversation.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember where we were. Technical difficulties. My Wi-Fi just went out. It's never happened before. Thank God that didn't happen earlier when I was with CLNS, because that would have sucked. But whatever. It doesn't even matter. This is what editing's for. If you're watching this live, whatever. Appreciate you watching it live. Appreciate you watching it live, but
And enjoy it for what it is live. This is what Loose Change is live, people. Get over it.
Yeah, a lot of technical issues, a lot of technical errors, but that's why we got producer Patty P, and he's going to fix all this post-production. All right, let's go into the weekly dump then. I don't even know what timeline we have right now for this show. Weekly dump, number 1, Gronk has landed a role in a Mel Gibson movie, which is increasing speculation that he will not be back next season, which don't be dumb. He'll be back next season. It's just it's a contract ploy. I was worried at the beginning of the year, the beginning of the offseason. I'm not worried at all. This is so dumb. Of course, Gronk's going to be back next year. The movie's called Boss Level. He has no idea what character he's going to be playing yet, or at least we don't. Movie will be about a retired Special Forces vet who is trapped in a never-ending loop, which he experiences his own death over and over and over again. Kyrie Irving, since at least this isn't new news, but since the last time we had the show, Kyrie underwent knee surgery to remove a tension wire in his left knee, alleviating the pain. Red Sox inked Christian Vasquez to a 3-year, $13.3 million extension. My boy, this is what I wanted. They have a long-term catcher. Let me tell you this, people. Sandy Leon is not your starting catcher. Christian Vasquez is your catcher. The guy has gunned down 47% last season of base stealers who tried to steal on him. 47%. The guy's got a cannon. His defense is impeccable, and he hit close to 300 last year. The guy is a stud. Get over it. Big booty Sandy. He ain't nothing compared to Christian Vasquez. The Bruins signed Char to a 1-year deal worth $5 million. Lauren, he's in his 41st season, right? I mean, age 41 right now?
Yeah, he just turned 41.
Okay, cool. And, he's doing a lot of the Tom Brady stuff, too. He's looking healthy. He's doing a lot of bands. He's in a plant-based diet. Sounds identical to what Tom Brady does, so maybe this is the secret. Hanley Ramirez, too. Also doing the Tom Brady diet, the TB12 diet. Rumor has it, this is my favorite rumor of the week so far. Odell Beckham Jr., the Giants are shopping him. But the Giants say they're not shopping him. But they'll take 2 first-round picks. That's what it'll take to get Odell Beckham Jr.
But they're not
shopping him. But if they were to be shopping him, they would ask for 2 first-round picks. But they're not shopping him. It's my favorite rumor of the week.
My favorite part about this is watching Giants fans absolutely explode over this. Like, Twitter's been so much fun watching them absolutely lose their minds over this. Keep it coming, Twitter.
That is my second favorite rumor of the week. But overall, just the fact that they're just like, yeah, we're not shopping them. But yeah, this is what we want. But we're not.
I have a feeling I know what your favorite rumor of the week is. The Patriots were among teams to meet with free agent quarterback Johnny Manziel before and after the Texas A&M Pro Day. Now, let me just say we're going to talk about this later in the show too, but there were multiple teams who did this. It wasn't just the Patriots, so let's not get too excited. Although, again, we'll talk about it. Johnny Football might fit real well in New England.
Come on, baby. Bring him here, Bill. Bring him here, Bill.
Just okay. ESPN, Fox, you guys do your bidding on me. You guys say you're going to pay me millions of dollars. Please do your bidding. Yes, do your bidding. And he has now turned them both down. At first, I think it was ESPN he turned down first. He was like, nah, I'm not going to go with you guys. So everybody's like, okay, so Fox, Thursday Night Football. No, I'm not going to do that either. So he just got everybody so hyped up. Both of those networks got to be pissed because they must have both been like, okay, well, Peyton's our number one guy. We need Peyton Manning. And then Peyton was like, you know what? On second thought, not going to do that. So Peyton Manning backs out on both primetime football gigs. Michael Bennett, brother of Martellus Bennett. Also, Martellus Bennett retired this week. Don't have that in the weekly dump, but he did. Michael Bennett, Martellus's brother, new member of the Philadelphia Eagles, turned himself in. He had a warrant out for his arrest for a felony charge for injuring the elderly. I don't know if you guys heard about this.
This is from the first
I
the
did.
Patriots Super Bowl against Atlanta.
Super Bowl 51, Michael Bennett tried to get his way onto the field. There was a 66-year-old paraplegic woman who was controlling access to the field, which Arizona State, that's where that one was, right? Arizona State. What are you guys doing? Having a 66-year-old paraplegic woman controlling access to the field.
Yeah.
What is she going
Right.
to do?
I'm going to stop you, Michael Bennett. Bring it on.
It's not even like she's like a 66-year-old woman. And I got nothing against paraplegics. I don't want to hear about this on Twitter. I got nothing against paraplegics. I got nothing against the elderly. But like, there are certain jobs that aren't for 66-year-old paraplegic women. It's just,
keeping people off the field after the Super Bowl is probably
yeah, exactly. And the story that I read too was that Michael Bennett pushed the lady. I don't know like what significant injuries she got. I really didn't work too hard on this story. I just saw that he had a warrant out for his arrest. But whatever. And then last, the feel good story of the week, feel good weekly dump story of the week. Obviously the March for Our Lives protest was this past week, and Robert Kraft sent down 2 of the Patriots planes to Parkland, Florida to pick up any passengers who would like to march. Again, Parkland is the town in which the school shooting happened. And on each seat on the plane, Kraft left this note, and I quote, "On behalf of the New England Patriots organization, I want to express our support as you travel to Washington for this weekend's March for Our Lives. In the wake of the incredible tragedy, we have heard for you, mourned with you, and been inspired by you. It is an honor for us to now partner with you as you push for progress. Your community is stirring our country towards a better future. That is the true mark of a patriot. Thank you for your leadership and inspiration. Best wishes as you prepare for takeoff on your journey. Robert Kraft," and then in quotes underneath, "We are all patriots." So Robert Kraft, being good guy, Mr. Kraft, love the move. I don't get anybody who would hate the move. Probably a lot of the rednecks who are diehard Donald Trump guys. And they're like, "Oh, why are you doing that? They want to take away our guns." I'm assuming that's about the negativity that I saw on Twitter. Was people worried about the Democrats stealing their guns and taking their guns away? Which we're not going to get into a gun debate, but just let me tell you, nobody's trying to take your guns. And those who say they want to take your guns, they have no power. Nobody's taking your guns. It's not going to happen. So let's just relax, please, for a minute. Oh, my God. I hate politics. I hate politics. I hate politics. I hate politics. All right. Roll over. First topic of the night, NFL new hitting rule. Okay. NFL has recently passed a new hitting rule. No player at any time on the field can lower their head to initiate any kind of contact. And that's not just a defensive player. That is also an offensive player. So before it was a defensive player couldn't use his head to hit the head of an offensive player. But if the offensive player lowered his head and therefore put his head in the way of the other guy's helmet, then it wasn't a penalty because the offensive player did it to himself. Now, even if the offensive player lowers his head to hit the defensive player, that is a penalty. It didn't say the amount of yards, but I'm assuming it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Now, here's my problem with this. You know what? No, I'll go last. Jared, you roll, baby.
Any running back, any quarterback sneak, any football move that Julian Edelman makes when he's trying to get 10 extra yards, it now becomes a penalty. Like, I know today Goodell made a comment on it because someone asked him, and then he was saying how it unanimously was supported by NFL coaches. Yeah, it's because they don't want head-to-head injuries. But if anyone, this is the NFL trying to say, well, when you're running with a full head of steam, your natural motion is to lead with your head. They're trying to change the way we move our body. This is an absolute joke. It's going to ruin the game very slowly, but surely, because if they are truly going to call this the way it's worded, anything can be a penalty.
Baseball's going to be the #1 sport in America again, baby. Let's go.
It always should have been.
Always
should have been.
It's always been #1 in my heart. But this NFL rule
you're not
is
the United States, Lauren.
almost, kind of.
She writes for Nessa now, so she might as well.
That's New England Sports Network.
For you outsiders. but this NFL rule is going to cause a lot of problems, I think. And I mean, you can't go against gravity. And if you're, I mean, it's like you said, it's a natural motion. And I understand you don't want head-to-head contact. That's completely different than what this rule is saying. Like, you never want to lead with your head, but you can't stop
Yeah, you
somebody
do.
from like.
Yeah, you do. But
That's
like,
what you do in
it's
football.
called a
You
truck
throw
stick.
them
They
with
put
your
it in
head.
Madden. They put
No,
it in Madden for a reason.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't. Okay, you don't want to go after someone like lead with some with your head like going after someone else's head. But you can't.
No, you don't. You're right. You're right. And like,
But that's going after
that-
someone's head, though, not just hey.
Yeah,
if you
but
hit me in the
exactly,
chest
and you-
with your helmet, it's illegal. Like,
And you can't
like-
go like, but you can't go against gravity. Like this is the thing. Like, and you said Julian Edelman's gonna
so-
stretch out. Like you go like this. Everyone does it. Everyone does. Like
until Elon Musk steps up, and then we're going against gravity. Listen, if Elon Musk doesn't come up with the next sport, he's screwing up big time because he can probably make an electric factory of a sport.
probably.
The Ryan Shazier hit, we all know what I'm talking about, right? Where he dropped, partially paralyzed at the moment. I guess he's not.
No,
partially.
he's doing pull-ups
He's
now in the
walking
gym.
now. He's walking now. He's getting better. That hit would be illegal now. And it's crazy to me. It is crazy to me because it's a different game. It's a totally different game than it used to be. They are moving. I forget who said it last year, but they are moving slowly and surely towards flag football.
well,
Which-
that hit for Shazier though. Like, that's what the rule was geared towards. Like those
Yeah,
kind
but
of
the
hits.
thing is though, like, how can you take that hit out? You telling me that's going to be a penalty? He went for the tackle and led with his head. And I know they're trying to protect the heads. I get that part. But he led with his head, and that's how you tackle. That's
was
how you
just like
tackle.
Unfortunate
you're-
result.
Oh, exactly. And when you're in Pop Warner football, they teach you lead with your head up, don't put your head down. But as you get older, that's what they do. They use their heads.
Well, and
these
you're
guys-
when you get older, you're going too fast. Like, no way you can go full speed straight up and tackle someone. You're gonna look like you're like burning them when you're trying to like tackle them to the ground.
that-
Come here, Jules. I'm gonna tackle you. Like, it doesn't work like that.
Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Gonna say, but no, the rule doesn't make any sense because it's not gonna work. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. I feel like when they make these rules, they create them with the idea in their head that it's like slow motion to them. Like they're not watching it full speed. Listen, it's tough to avoid these things when you're going full speed. These guys are so big. These guys are so fast. They're some of the top athletes in the world. It's going to be so incredibly difficult to prevent this. And like, so a Tom Brady sneak up the middle. He lowers his head. You can't do that anymore. What's a
Guess
quarterback
not.
going to do? What's a running back going to do when he runs up the middle? Nothing.
Like,
He
it
can't.
eliminates every quarterback sneak. It eliminates, like, if a kicker is trying to chase down somebody and like they all lead with their heads when they tackle because they can't do anything else.
Oh.
That's a penalty now too.
Kickers can't tackle anyway.
That's true. But like, what if they happen to hit somebody with their head when they're trying to just like awkwardly sprawl out and tackle somebody? That's now.
Well, that's their own damn fault for trying to even try to tackle.
No, I don't care. Steven Gostkowski can tackle pretty well. But look, this rule is just, it's gonna fuck everything up. Like, it's one thing to change the catch rule because it needed to be addressed, even though, still gray area there. But like, to change this doesn't make sense at all. It's like, I understand player safety, but you really are just like saying, okay, now you can't be a human being and move forward. You have to always try to stop yourself regardless of the motion you're making.
See, it's one of those things where like you're not out on the field, so you don't understand. And I'm just trying to think about it from a player's perspective. There's so many things that when you're playing, things just come natural to you. Like you don't think about putting your head down. It just happens. It's like it's a natural instinct. You're about to get lit up by a linebacker. Of course you're going to put your head down.
There were a lot of former players that came out when this rule, former and current players on Twitter.
Out?
Like, yeah, they all came out of the closet. And that wouldn't be a bad thing, Nick.
Oh, no, of course not. Don't you put that slander on me.
No, I just
Put that slander on me. I got a gay brother. I
have a gay friend in my
for
wedding,
it.
so like, we're good. Look, no, a lot of players are coming out and saying like, look, this doesn't make sense. This is ridiculous.
I almost just made the same joke again.
Really?
Forgetting that I made the last show. Sorry, I'm trying to put in some gambling here. I bet.
You really are
Keep
a
going.
gambling addict. No, I'm done now. Keep talking. You're the lead host of the show. You can talk.
No, come. Okay, that's why I have you guys here. But no,
So you can
it's yeah, so I can gamble. I don't even feel confident with that bet that I just put in. I just did it to do it because I've got a problem. No, the rule itself. In a sense, I get what they're trying to do because it makes sense. They're trying to protect the players. They're trying to protect their asses for when all these guys die and they check their brains and they're like, wow, these brains were severely damaged. This is a lot of CTE going on with these players, these NFL players. But just, it's football. And I know that just sounds simple, but it's football. These guys are either going to hit or they're not going to hit. And taking that out is like it's the next step to flag football. The next thing is you're not going to be able to hit somebody because really, what else is there going to be? Like you use your head, you lead with your head. You can't run straight up. You can't do it. I'm worried that this is going to affect the game a lot next year. I hope the player. I hope the referees kind of take this as like they don't call it all the time. Almost like how holding, they say that you can call holding on every single play. I hope it's kind of like that where they don't call it on every single play.
Well, you look at what
realistically you probably could.
Well, you look at what the league did too. When they initially changed that like initial contact rule, when they basically called a penalty like every single play in the preseason that year, and then as soon as they got over it, they stopped calling it. And now you really don't even notice it anymore. I'm hoping it's that. Like in the preseason, they're going to call it. I'm hoping they call it enough that like they get over it and they're sick of making that call. And then come the regular season games, it just turns into, okay, we'll call it every once in a while when we need to.
I was gonna let Lauren slide in there, but
I don't even know what to say.
But look, Lauren just froze.
Deer in headlights. I don't know what else to say. It's gonna slow down. I think it's gonna slow down the game if they're gonna call it all the time. And then it's just this league is just not going in a good direction. Like football's supposed to be fun, and you're taking all the fun out of it. And I'm all for protecting the head. I don't like head-to-head hits, but like you need to be able to tackle.
This is a little too much. All right. We're gonna slide on into Lauren's DMs. We gotta find somebody who can make music, and we gotta make a little segue music right here. Sliding into Lauren's DMs. We gotta get a little producer up in this bitch.
You can use the audio of Alex Guerrero rubbing down Tom Brady.
If we find a producer, we can add that in. All right, number 1, Lauren's DMs. So these are the best of Lauren's DMs. For I want to say the past. Oh, we haven't done this in a little while, so this might be the past month or so.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
This is a long time coming. Number 1, I can meet after 6 p.m. No answer from Lauren. I am not.
Wait, that was like hold on, pause. Stop for a second. Was that like the initial contact?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you talk to him at all? That was the first thing he said.
Yep.
I can meet after 6 p.m. That's fantastic.
I can meet after 6 p.m.
What open line?
Sick.
Great, bro. Have a good time.
I'm not looking for anything serious at the moment, but you are attractive, baby. What about you? What do you mean, what about you? Let's play by the ear, not the phrase. I am in Westboro. No answer from Lauren. 2 days later, you are definitely spontaneous and troublemaker, Ms. Kinky. Wow. This guy, you know what? This guy, first three letters, Lex. His picture is a motorcycle. He refused to put himself on there, which tells me, guy, you got a girlfriend, baby. Hi.
Hey, baby.
This is March 20th. He says, hi, 8:15 a.m. No answer. Literally 2 minutes later, he goes, hey, I'm Alex Dominican. Just moved here from California. I'm into sports, business, fashion, music, weed, sex, anything fun. Text me. I'll send you a pic. I'm reading this fast because there's no periods. I'll send you a pic. Phone number. Ooh, I'm not going to read that on air, baby.
You almost did, though.
I look good, too, and I got some medical blueberry kush. ... And I play sports. Sup? And I play sports. What's up?
Right
What's
there.
up?
Did you say blueberry kush?
Yes.
And I got
That's some
some
good stuff.
medical blueberry kush. That's what he's letting us know. He's from Cali too, which probably means he's bringing over. Oh, I forgot to add that in the weekly dump. Deron Harmon getting busted for bringing all that pot into Costa Rica. What a
Yeah,
fucking
that was
idiot.
fun.
Add that into the weekly dump right there. Deron Harmon arrested. Right? Was he arrested? Whatever. He was caught with a ton of weed trying to get it to Costa Rica. Dude, you could get pot down there, you moron. Next. First two letters of this guy's name is JJ. No hi, no hello, just interested in being submissive.
Interested in taking it?
It's just you interested in let me lay the pipe, baby.
Hey, baby, how are you?
This picture is him leaning up against a wall in a bar. It looks like, so you know what, cool dude. This guy Ed Sco. There, I already said your username. Hey there, I'm EJ. We have a lot in common. Hope we could chat. Oh my God. No. I see. Here's the thing. I haven't read these at all. I usually read them beforehand. I haven't read most of these. 15 days later, Lauren hasn't answered at all. Hey there, want to fuck?
Oh, I love
15
it.
days later.
Hey, okay, I'm gonna cut to the chase now. Do you want to fuck? Like, what's going on here?
Lauren, I need a backstory on this one from JV13. And then there's a bunch of other letters too. Have you talked to this guy at all, or did he just send you this book? Because he
No,
sent
he
you
just-
a paragraph.
Oh, is this the one telling me about the 2.5 hours?
Springfield, yes.
Yeah. Nope. Because
Okay, so this is his first message to Lauren. I had some girl from Springfield ask me out. I'm like, no. LOL, that's 2.5 hours away. My luck, I'll get drugged and straight Vikinged, get raped and pillaged, and then have to drive 3 hours home. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, it's hilarious. Or your car will break when you're out there or something.
Oh
Or
Lord.
she's a wildebeest and not the girl in the pics. Can just see so many things going wrong with my luck, so I don't usually go more than like 20 minutes to be honest. But you like baseball, so I many be inclined to go a little further, but I just want to ask now. Let me tell you, after every sentence was an exclamation point.
every single one.
He's just
every-
really, really excited to come over and have sex with you.
My luck, I'll get drugged and straight Vikinged and get raped and pillaged. You're gonna get
Yeah.
pillaged like a fucking village. What do you think? What, are they gonna rob you?
Yeah.
This guy leads it. Oh my, do I know this guy?
Oh no.
Oh, please tell me you know him.
He looks like somebody I know. He
There was
went
a
to
guy.
Framingham State.
There was a guy from Weymouth. Oh, he went to Framingham
No,
State.
this guy looks like he went to Framingham State. Leo, wow. Looks You're so hot. Laura, no answer. Next day, I want to rip your dress off with my teeth. Oh, baby.
I think it's when these people
No.
really think that the more aggressive they get, the more likely it is that you're gonna actually respond.
I think
Yeah.
so.
It makes no like I've been out of the dating game I've been with Amanda now for 3.5 years.
I've been in high school, man, 8 years, so I get it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if hitting on people has evolved into something that I just don't understand.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been with anyone in a year, so I don't know.
I feel
I
like
don't-
this isn't like a dating. This just I feel like this isn't how you talk to a woman. Like,
No, it's not. Damn, dude, my connection stinks. Next. Did I just disappear on you guys?
No, you're here.
Oh, really? Oh, well, I stopped talking because you guys disappeared on me. This guy, Irish Potato. Any experience in BDSM? Quick
there it
question.
is. Ding dong, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
It's not a segment of Lauren's DMs unless there's BDSM involved. So I guess I'm going to take from this guy that, Lauren, in your profile, do you have to say if you're interested in having kids?
Yeah, it makes you say.
Okay. From your profile, do you want children? Lauren Marks does want children in the future. This guy leads it off with, I also want kids too. Let's make babies. Listen, you don't know if you want Lauren to be the mother.
Hey,
Be
I
more
want kids. You're
responsible.
hot. Let's have kids.
Be more responsible. Jesus. This guy's name is Erie. Erie, and then there's a last name. Hypothetically, how would you feel if I took you out to a club or something and we were the only white couple there and everyone else was black? I don't know what you're trying to get out of that question.
I have no idea either.
Is he like is he like trying to get you to go black with him?
Maybe he's looking for maybe he's looking for a little three-way.
Maybe.
Maybe he wants the black you know.
All right, that was it for Lauren's DMs.
It's a beautiful segment.
All right, real quick, this was going to be a super quick segment. Jared, Johnny Manziel. I'm okay. So I'm back and forth with Johnny Manziel. So like we said earlier in the weekly dump, the Patriots had met with Johnny Goodell.
Johnny Gaudreau was a Bruin.
Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M Pro Day, before and after Texas A&M Pro Day. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm going back and forth. I think Johnny Manziel, honestly, as a backup, I think I would feel better because he's not a rookie coming out of college. I think that's what kind of makes me enticed to him. But, I mean, I go back and forth because I have such a problem with rooting for people who have ever committed domestic abuse. And I know he's apologized, and I know he seems like a changed guy.
Isn't he married now? Right? He got married, right? They're married?
I'm not sure about that. It might be his fiance, but like he punched. I remember the story. Like he punched and like choked this girl, his girlfriend at the time, in this car. Like I don't know. I have a tough time rooting for that, and that's probably the only reason because why not give the guy a chance?
It makes so much sense, guys. Like this is like the exact environment he needs to come back into the league, right?
And learn behind Tom Brady. That's what he wants. He wants to learn behind a vet.
He wants to learn about learning from the greatest of all time. One, he's a better football player than Brian Hoyer. Come on now.
You were going to say Brian Johnson.
I almost did.
Probably a better football player than Brian
Johnson too. Yeah, exactly. So right on point there. This is the structure he needs in terms of like the Patriots organization to come back in the league and not have a problem. Like we know his history. He has drug and alcohol abuse. He went to rehab. He claims he's clean. Okay, Patriots might as well be AA. The Patriots might as well be the structure of that, like the safe house, the sober house that you live in after you go to rehab, because there's no way in hell he could do anything without getting kicked off the team. And why not bring him into camp? Have him be the third quarterback, see what he can do. Worst case scenario for him, he earns a spot somewhere else. But like, they brought Tim Tebow in to look at him, to see what he could do. Why wouldn't you bring in Johnny Manziel, who is like 30 times better than Tim Tebow was? And I'm pretty sure the Patriots thought Tebow could potentially make this team. So why wouldn't you think that Johnny Manziel would be a good fit? You watched him. He's a mobile quarterback who now looks like he's getting pretty good in the pocket. He still has his arm strength for what I'm seeing. And why not give him
He's dropping dimes.
Why not give him a shot?
Dimes.
Guys, he's leading his own comeback train. He said if it doesn't work out, he's going to go play in Canada. This kid is committed to coming back. Why not let the Patriots be the organization? The league hates us already as it is. So why not just bring in the guy that no one likes and reclaim his career and have him be the next guy? Why not?
The only issue I have with it is, Nick, you already said it. He's got those domestic issues from the past, but
okay, so then Stephen Wright shouldn't be on the Red Sox then.
No, I'm not.
Well, no, because Stephen Wright didn't touch his wife. Stephen Wright didn't touch her.
But
Stephen Wright kicked down a door.
I also want Johnny Manziel here. I'm all for it. That's my only issue, is that he's got those issues in the past, because obviously whenever it happens to anybody who's not associated with any New England team, we rip them, which rightfully so. We'd rip them if it even happened here. But I mean, I do feel like he's a changed person. I obviously don't know him personally, but just following him on Twitter and just following kind of like his recovery story, it's always such a feel-good story, and I'm a sucker for feel-good stories. I love
it seems
a good comeback,
real, doesn't it?
It really does.
He's making a comeback. It doesn't, and I'm not saying it's because I like him as a player and I love the personality. I feel like the Patriots could use it. I really do think he seems like he's figured it out. He's been out of the league for 3 years now. Like, he seems like he's making the right choices and leading the comeback season. He's selling apparel before he's even on a team. Like, he's leading a charge, and having Barstool behind it doesn't hurt. Like, it's just he's doing everything right now, and there's no reason to doubt him until he does something messed up. He's admitted his mistakes. I mean, his own father said he's pretty much going to be dead, and now he's not. So
yeah, that was crazy. His dad said, I think he came out and said he won't make it to like his 26th birthday because of just how he was so reckless, and his behavior was just absolutely insane. So I love me a good comeback story, and I love me a good recovery story. So I'm
Yeah.
all for this. I'm
Yeah.
absolutely all for this. If you can make something of it, awesome. And if you can't, then he definitely like had a hell of a run, just like even trying to come back.
Well, I mean, like the kids, I feel like the kid's got talent where it doesn't just like go away. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he's got the kind of raw talent that's just there. For if he practices and works on it, it's just continuously there. All right, boys and girls, they are back. They are back tomorrow. Let's talk some baseball. Let's talk some Red Sox. Hey, it doesn't feel like opening days tomorrow because there's just been such a lack of buzz around this team.
Well, the problem with that is, one, the Bruins are just kicking ass and probably going to win the Stanley Cup. Celtics are on the news every day.
Let's relax.
Between injuries and not.
You got
okay,
Tuukka Rask in net.
If
we got
that's
Tuukka
true,
Rask in
that's
net.
my one hesitation because I do not like Tuukka Rask. But look, if Lauren can say the Red Sox are going to win the World Series every single year, then I'm allowed to say the Bruins can win the Cup this year.
It's so true.
Celtics have had injury issues, and we're talking about Kyrie's knee. Red Sox aren't going to be relevant until June. It's just the way it always is around here. And they're starting at Tropicana Field, probably one of, actually no, not probably, the worst field ever in Major League Baseball history. Like they're literally opening baseball.
It is garbage. It is
indoors.
garbage.
It might as well be a dump. Like just start backing up the trucks. I'll bring my Jeep. I'll bring my home trunk. Instead of going to the dump, I'll just go to the Trop and just drop my trash there because it's the same thing. It's a terrible ballpark. Worst thing ever. But that being said, I'm still stoked for baseball because I'm a baseball guy. And this team can do some damage if everything falls the right way.
I'm so excited. Like I'm just a better person when baseball's around.
You really
happier. I know. I'm just happier, and I'm in a better spot for the next 162 plus games. So
you just jumped on a Nesson too. Like this is great timing.
Dream.
This is fantastic. I'm so excited. Like I love baseball. I just can't wait. I'm just gonna do absolutely nothing when these games, like my days off. I'm sitting and watching baseball. I'm doing nothing, and I'm so excited. And this team, I'm so excited about this team. Like we had so much talent last year, and with the addition of JD Martinez and the subtraction of John Farrell, it's such a positive change, and I'm so excited to see
I think
what
the
they're gonna
subtraction
do.
of John Farrell means more than anything else. Like,
Well, okay,
it totally
let's talk about those two topics real quick. First one I want to talk about. Alex Cora, what's the impact he has on this team? Lauren, you go first.
Oh, it's going to be a huge impact, and I think it's going to be a positive impact. He knows what he's dealing with. He's been with this club before as a player, so he knows what to expect from his players. And I feel like he's so personable. Like he's so great with the players.
The fiery Puerto Rican.
And he sat and watched, I think it was Tyler Thornburg's bullpen session. He sat after practicing all day with everyone else and sat and watched him and made sure everything was okay there. And he gets along with Hanley Ramirez, and the whole bilingual thing, I feel like that's so huge because that way he can yell at Hanley Ramirez in Spanish. And
I can't wait. Okay, I can't wait for that first national TV when they're interviewing him during the broadcast like they do with all the managers, and then Hanley comes over and just disrupts it, and they just start going back and forth in Spanish naturally. I can't wait. It's gonna be good.
Another thing I loved when Mookie Betts was mic'd up and he's like, "I ain't getting this one, boys." Like I just feel like they're just rejuvenated.
The team seems loose.
Yeah, they seem like they're in a much better spot mentally. Like you would have never seen Mookie do that under John Farrell. Like I'm sorry.
Boys.
It was so funny.
Yeah, no,
they're like,
the
don't
atmosphere.
get on your horse.
And
don't miss the cutoff,
I just mentioned this on the CLNS roundtable. It was just, I think the biggest impact that Core is going to have on this team right now is just the culture in the clubhouse. Because last year you could tell the team didn't respect him. You could tell by Dustin Pedroia undermining him, David Price kind of running the clubhouse, yelling at reporters, going on the plane and cursing out Dennis Eckersley. You could just tell that the respect level wasn't there. And I feel like Alex Cora is going to have that balance. He's going to have that balance of being a friend. People like him. The team likes him. But at the same time, you respect him because you know if you're not doing your job or if you're disrespecting people in an impolite manner, then he's going to chew your ass out. And Xander Bogart said it in the beginning of spring training. Last year, we had people who were fighting in the clubhouse. We had actual issues in the clubhouse, which we really didn't know about, and that was confirmed in the beginning of spring training. I don't think Alex Cora lets that happen this year. Last year, John Farrell had no control over that clubhouse. Alex Cora is going to have control over that clubhouse, and this team should be good, guys. Do you know how much talent is on this baseball team?
Yeah,
A lot of freaking talent.
Can I tell you? Look, last year they won 93 games with basically this roster, right?
Yep.
You add JD Martinez, you get Tyler Thornburg back for a whole year, which I think is promising, right?
David Price.
David Price back for a full season. Brian Johnson, the stud himself, is in the rotation to start the year, and I think he will be here long. I think he will be here longer than people think. But with Alex Cora, the only concern for me is people are like, oh, the cheeriness, he's going to do so well, and he's going to bring a loose culture. Guys, he was an asshole as a player. Do people forget that? Like, he was fiery. He called people out behind the scenes even. Like, he was a part-time player, and he was known to, like, call his teammates out. Now, could that be a good thing? Yes, because John Farrell was literally a piece of cardboard at his press conferences and didn't say anything bad about anybody. So maybe it's a good thing. And overall, I love the hire, so I'm not going to be mad about it at all, but that would be my only concern with Core. But look, I think overall this team is going to be fun to watch. They're going to win 90-something games. They're going to be in the playoffs, and at that point, it's a show me what you got, win me a playoff series. You're probably going to have to play in the wild card game, and then go from there. And we're going to see who's out. But I think the biggest thing for me this summer is going to be the fact that this Yankees-Red Sox rivalry is going to start to ramp back up again, because they took Giancarlo Stanton from us. Red Sox didn't even try to go get him. And then they bring in JD Martinez as the answer to that. And that was clearly their guy all along, who I think can work out well. And I think he will do well, hitting fourth apparently tomorrow on opening day. I think he's not the direct answer. I think you're going to have to answer that with Machado next summer, hopefully, or at the trade deadline. But this team's going to win a good amount of games because it's pretty much the same damn team from last year.
Now let's talk about JD Martinez quick, though, because what he does for this team, I think, is very underrated. Everybody's just kind of looking at a bat. Everybody's just kind of seeing like, okay, now there's power in the lineup. But last year with the rotation, it was a good the starting lineup, it was a good lineup. There was talent through the lineup, but there wasn't that bat in the middle of the lineup that really made you scared. Hanley, you had Hanley Ramirez, but he just didn't produce the way that you need him to. If people are going to worry about him in the middle of the lineup, JD Martinez is that guy because he hits for average and he hits for power at the same time. So now there's actually a guy in the back of your mind. If you're a pitcher, you have to be like, okay, I have to get a 1-2-3 inning if I'm going to avoid JD Martinez.
And I think people forget too, we talk about Hanley being a bum. I'm still convinced he's the best, like, pure hitter on this baseball team when he's right. And you look at the way 2 years ago, even whenever the last season, David Ortiz was on this team, Hanley killed it that year. Because why? David Ortiz was with him, and he had some protection, and he was seeing pitches. And this year he claims to be healthy, whatever it may be, but he's got protection again in the lineup. Hanley's hitting third, and JD Martinez is hitting fourth. That's the way it's working. So unless you want to get to JD Martinez, Hanley Ramirez is going to be seeing some damn pitches this year in some spots because you have Mookie Betts and Andrew Benintendi in front of them. So Alex Cora is being super aggressive with this lineup, which I love. Top hitters down all the way through. And Hanley Ramirez is going to be a top hitter again because of the fact that JD Martinez is simply behind him lurking. So if you don't give Hanley pitches, then you got to deal with the guy who really is a pure power hitter in JD Martinez, and the reason why you brought him in here in the first place.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Well, you know what,
guys, JD Martinez is hitting 40 homers this year. Like,
I gave him 33. That's where I got him landed.
I don't think it's actually.
I think the
complete lie. I just got jacked up for a second there. It's going to be like 35, 36, but he'll be in that 40 conversation most of the year. Someone will be talking.
Yeah, and that's what you need too. That's all you need. Another thing about Hanley though that just it's interesting is he had a good year at the plate when he was playing first base and he was actually focused during the game. I was worried about Hanley Ramirez once he was put in the dugout and being the DH every day because Hanley's not going to be engaged. Hanley, as much as I love Hanley, you need to get that mind engaged in the game. He loses track. He doesn't focus. You get him at first base. He's involved in the game on defense and he's involved in the game on offense. And it's a potential contract year for him. It's a potential contract year for him, and it would be the last contract of his career.
Do the
So
Red
he's
Sox
gonna
give it
want-
to him?
I don't know, but he's going to want that money, so he's going to have to produce this year. He's going
I
to
really
focus
hope
on
not.
that. I hope they don't either.
Sam Travis
But-
is waiting, baby. Let's go.
Sam Travis.
He sure is.
God, I love Sam Travis. Need him up here. Don't
He had
even
a
get me
killer
going on Sam
Quack.
Travis.
He had a great spring.
I know. He has a great spring every year. He's Mr. Spring Baseball. he
is.
He torches at JetBlue Park down there at Fenway South. He is the best spring training hitter there is. And when he comes up here to bat, he's not bad. He's pretty good. He ropes doubles. He gets it. He's Sammy Two Bags. The guy crushes the game. But then there's just like he's just blocked. He's blocked. You got Mitch Moreland and you got Hanley Ramirez. Ship Hanley out of here. Ship his ass out of here next year because Sam Travis is ready, and Sam Travis is ready to be a starter. And he doesn't use batting gloves. The guy's got a sack.
Sure does.
So did Doug
All right.
Marabelli.
Yeah, but Doug Marabelli couldn't hit. Another big part to this team. Shout out to Jared Robbins for this nickname, Benny Buttcheeks. Benny Buttcheeks is about to put on a power show this year. Benintendi, don't know if you guys heard, the guy did not focus on upper body at all over the offseason. He just worked out the legs and the glutes and the ass cheeks, and the guy is hitting piss rockets. The guy is bouncing balls off the moon in spring training. That ball is coming off that bat so quickly. He might produce 30 home runs this year.
He could.
That's not even a joke.
No, he
You
very
wanna
well
talk
could.
about guys-
I-
Hold on. You
He's
want
gonna
to talk about the guys? You want to talk about the guys who get 30 home runs on this team?
Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts has the potential. Andrew Benintendi, Hanley Ramirez, JD Martinez. I'm even going to put Rafael Devers in that conversation.
He gets going. Sure.
There's a lot of power in this lineup that people are underestimating.
If Eduardo Nunez played every game, even after Pedroia came back, I'd probably say he could get close to because of the way he hit the ball when he got here last year.
I think he's a low 20s, 20-25 kind of guy myself. But
If he played every day, maybe more. That's what I'm saying though. Like he's gonna stop playing
Okay.
every day once Pedroia comes back.
he'll get his at bats too, which I'm happy about. Like the team has depth too, and once Pedroia comes back, the team has depth. You got Brock Holt, you got Eduardo Nunez.
It's the infield defense that scares me.
You know what? Yeah, the corners, corners
even-
aren't that good.
No. and you gotta hope Xander Bogaerts can play defense this year. And then right now you don't have Pedroia. So like who's gonna get the ground balls?
Christian Vasquez.
Vasquez does it all. Yes.
You literally just have to hope that the ball gets hit directly at the players in the infield.
Yep.
Like then they don't. Xander is a talented shortstop, so we can give him that. That guy plays a strong shortstop. But no, you're right. Eduardo Nunez, he's fine. He's good at second base. And then you got Hanley at first, which I mean, he's a circus act. And then you got Rafael Devers, and I watched Rafael Devers 2 games ago. Take a short hop from Jackie Bradley from center field and just let the ball blow right by him into the dugout. So like, who knows what Rafi's going to be able to do at third base? Last thing before we just give quick predictions, David Price. David Price is going to he's going to have a big impact on this team. And you guys know since the beginning of his tenure here, I haven't been on the David Price train. I felt like he just hasn't been the guy that I thought he was going to be. Even in the 2016 season, the guy stunk. The guy was rough. He had a bad attitude last season. It seems like he's turned over a new leaf. I think Alex Cora could help him out this year. And guys, he looked good in spring training. He's got that bite back on his ball. I don't think he's going to win the Cy Young, but I think Chris Sale and David Price are going to be the best 1-2 punch in baseball this year.
It's going to be scary because I have a lot of faith in Price this year, and it's huge if he can stay healthy. If that elbow is going to be fine for the whole year, he's winning over like at least 20 games, both of them.
I named my Couch Guy Sports Fantasy Baseball team Price is Right for a reason. I'm all in on him this year, guys. Like,
And you're not getting.
And I'm not getting him because you have him.
I'm not.
Look,
I don't care if he gets Tommy John. I am keeping him on my bench so you don't.
just so I can't pick him up. No, look, here's the deal. Last year, look how good he pitched, and he was barely on the mound. And when he came back, he was finally consistent and looked like David Price. This year, he's having the right attitude. I think Cora's being here is a huge help for him. new pitching coach too. You don't really know the relationship with him and Carl Willis because it never really was documented. But
Look at my work phone wallpaper. It's that sweet picture of David Price
all jacked up. Love it,
jacked
guys.
up after the playoff game.
I need baseball again so bad.
Less
Look,
than 24 hours.
David Price is going to be the second best pitcher on this staff this year, and he's going to challenge Chris Sale. I just totally believe it because if he's really healthy like they're claiming, he's going to be back to what we expected when we first got him. Now, does he come back after this year? Maybe, maybe not. But he's going to be a stud this year, guys, and that's going to be a key for if they want to win.
And you know what? I've had this conversation too with somebody. David Price could be better than Chris Sale. And then I had this person go, oh, what do you mean? You think Chris Sale's going to have a bad year? Chris Sale's not going to have a bad year? Nah. No, listen, you ass clown. I didn't say he was going to have a bad year. We know Chris Sale's going to have a good year. Chris Sale might win the Cy Young this year if he can, if he can actually make it through the whole year pitching well. But that doesn't mean David Price can't be a little bit better. David Price has the talent to be a little bit better. David Price, remember, guys, is an ex-Cy Young Award winner, and he's not one of those fake Cy Young Award winners like Rick Porcello that got lucky one year. He's a real Cy Young Award winner. So David Price, guys, he has the potential to be the ace and win back Boston fans again this year. And that's the thing. If he wins, he's going to finally see, oh, damn, these fans actually do like me. They just want me to win and keep my mouth shut. And I hope we see that this year.
That would be nice.
We're going to see it. We're going to see it.
All right, Lauren, what do you think this team does?
I said in my bold predictions for CLNS that I think they're going to get to the ALCS. They're going to win 97, 98 games. I have an issue with them getting past the Astros in the ALCS. My issue lies right there. Whatever. Obviously, I'm going to say they're going to win the World Series, but I have a really, really big issue with them going the 7-game series against Houston. I have a lot of issues right there.
Jared.
Yeah, they're not going to the championship series. I apologize, Red Sox fans, but the Yankees will be playing the Astros once more. Look, this team's gonna win their games. They, like I said, they won 93 games last year with basically the same exact team. So I think they take a slip back under that. I think I said that on Red Sox Beat this week for CLNS as well. 91, 92 games. They're gonna take a slip, but overall, it's still going to be a fun season. They have a shot, but they're going to have to play in that wild card game. They'll probably win that game, and I just don't think they're going to get out of that first round again.
I'm actually going to go ALCS too with Lauren. I think they're going to go to the ALCS. I think they're going to play the Yankees in the ALCS. I think Yankees are going to win the division. I think the Red Sox are going to get the wild card spot, and they're going to meet each other in the ALCS.
I wouldn't hate it.
Gives me chills.
And this is what's going to happen. They're going to be in Yankee Stadium, Game 7. Kimbrel's going to be in. Kimbrel might throw his last pitch ever in a Red Sox uniform right there.
And then Aaron Boone comes out of the dugout, and instead of being a manager, he hits a walk-off homer, and the Yankees win.
Because Stanton hits the ball to Canada, and the Yankees walk off and end the Red Sox season. And that's the last time we ever see Craig Kimbrel pitch in a Red Sox uniform, because he's also up for a contract year. They will not be in the World Series this year, I don't think. And here's the thing. They have the potential to actually be in the World Series. They have a very talented baseball team, but the American League is so good this year. Like the Astros were really good last year. They got better this offseason. I wouldn't be shocked if the Astros actually repeat as World Series champions. I think they have a legitimate shot at actually being the first team since the 98 Yankees to repeat as World Series champions.
Oh, I think they do. Right. I think they will.
Anything else before we sign off?
God, it's opening day, baby. Let's go.
Go Red Sox. Go Bruins. Go Celtics. Go Boston.
Couch Guys Sports Loose Change Podcast, episode number 53 in the books. Look out for our guest announcement next week. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or like us on Facebook at Couch Guys Sports. Follow our podcast on Twitter at Loose Change Pod. Rate, subscribe on iTunes and Stitcher. And you can catch all of our podcasts at clnsmedia.com as well as couchguysports.com, our main host website. All right, once again, Couch Guys Sports Loose Change Podcast, episode 53 in the books. We'll talk to you next time, guys. Thanks for listening.